February 22nd through the 26th is Public Schools Week in the United States. It's a week when we take time out to honor our educators as they go about their jobs helping kids across the country. Our member engagement staff asked me to share a few thoughts about what Public Education Week means to me. And I immediately thought of all the people who I've worked with in the past who have made a difference for kids in Kansas. But I recently learned of the loss of an old friend from 35 years ago when we worked together in the Lawrence Public Schools. You don't know him. You probably never heard of him. In fact, unless you went to Lawrence South Junior High School or Billy Mills Middle School, you probably would never have an opportunity to get to know him. But Emory Ham was a friend and a colleague who I went to work with every day while I was an assistant principal there. Emory went to work quietly, doing his job, setting high expectations for the cleanliness of our building, and helped us build a culture that really exemplified his vision for what our school should be like. Emory Ham was the head custodian at South Junior High, and Emory set high expectations for everyone in the building. Not because he was a rah-rah leader, not because you noticed him, but because you noticed what he did and you noticed how he went about his business. Every day in our state and across our country, there are Emory Hams who are going about their business. They're working hard, they're doing their best for kids, and they're people that you don't know and you probably don't notice. There are bus drivers, there are cooks, there are custodians, there are paraprofessionals, there are teachers, there are administrators, and there are school board members who keep the best interest of Kansas children at the front of their minds whenever they're on the job and often when they're not. This past year, I think about custodians especially because they've had to work so hard to keep our schools safe. But so have our bus drivers, so have our cooks, so have our paras, our teachers, our administrators, and our school board members. So my ask of you is to think about that person who maybe doesn't stand out, maybe doesn't jump to the front of the line, but quietly goes about their business, doing the business of helping kids. And think about them, and maybe next week, the 22nd through the 26th, take a minute, write them a note, send him an email, say hi to him in the hallway, and say thanks for what you do for kids. I'm going to tell you right now that 30 years from now, you'll be glad you did, because I sure wish I would have said that to Emory more often.